I'm going to tell you how me and my honey met. Once upon a time, 100 million years ago. So I was 17 years old, summer before my senior year, hanging out with my two best friends. One was the sister of the guy that I was dating. And her brother, the guy that I was dating, went to like summer training he joined the army basically, and I think he was at boot camp. And so that summer he was gone. And my friend, who was his sister, my boyfriend's sister, met a guy randomly, like literally on the freeway. It's a whole story, but she met some guy and she starts talking to him, and we don't know him. He's not from our neighborhood. We know nothing about him. She's so head over heels in love with him, had talked to him, like was talking to him every day, all night, and had met up with him, I think like once or twice, but that was it. And like she was scared, like nervous, whatever. Anyway, so he says, bring some of your friends and I'll bring some of my friends and we'll kick back. Which kicking back is like drinking. And here we are, 17 years old. And so I went. It was, had nothing else to do, nowhere else to be, no other friends. I went with them, even though I had a boyfriend. And that's my husband was there. That's how I met. The end. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, it was at my husband's cousin's house. It was my friend's boyfriend, and then it was me and another friend of ours. So there was 3 boys, 3 girls. And I was like a good church girl. I wasn't drinking. And I'm not just saying that because I know my kids are watching, but I wasn't. He was trying to give me beer, and I was just like, no, I'm only 17. Why does this look so white? I'm like, I'm too young. I've never drinking before. And I was being like shy and prude and boring. And he kept trying to talk to me, and I was just like, I have a boyfriend. And he's just like, you're so pretty. I want to be your boyfriend. Like, I don't know what he was saying. I don't know. But I was just like, I have a boyfriend. Like, leave me alone. And just trying to like hang out with everybody, but not be secluded with him. And he kept trying to like seclude me, and I just wouldn't do it. So that was it. Basically, he made out with one of my other friend, the other girl that was with us. He ended up making out with her, and that was it. And I was just like, I was upset a little bit because he was showing me a lot of attention. I did think he was cute, but I was being stuck up, and I was like, oh, I have a boyfriend and I don't cheat. I'm not a cheater, and I don't drink, and I'm a good church girl and whatever. So I was a little bit hurt, but I didn't really care. And that was it. We left, and me and my boyfriend's sister, who was my best friend, we worked at the same clothing shop. So, of course, she had a driver's license and a car, and I didn't. So she and I worked the same place, and sometimes we worked together, and sometimes we were like, if I was working Tuesday night, she wasn't, because it was slow. It wasn't both of us, but on Saturday and Sunday, we both worked. So she would pick me up after work. And the mall would close at like, I think it was like 9:10. So she'd pick me up at like 9:30. And it was summer, so I would always spend the night at her house, or we would just hang out. My curfew was midnight, so we would just hang out, and then she would drop me back off at home at 12. So she picks me up, and who does she have with her? My husband, my man. And so I'm just like, I walk out to the mall, and I'm just like, hi. And then I'm like, can I talk to you? And I tell my friend, I'm like, what is he doing here? Like, why is he here? He hooked up with whoever. He doesn't like me. He doesn't want me, and whatever. I don't want to hang out with you guys. And that's weird. That's annoying. It's embarrassing. Like, I was irritated. And she was like, no, he's been like asking for you. And he really like likes you. And I'm like, I'm dating your brother. And she's just like, well, like, just hang out with him. Like, we're going to go bowling. And she's like, just like, you don't have to like kiss him or anything like that, but just like hang out with him. He really likes you, and he keeps bugging, and so whatever, we're just gonna hang out. So I'm just like, fine, whatever, like so annoyed. And we go bowling, and we hang out, and we actually end up having like a really good time. And I like told him like right away, I'm like, I have a boyfriend, so we're just gonna bowl, we're just gonna hang out, whatever, we're gonna because they want to be together. She's using me as an excuse, whatever. So we hang out, and we like have like the best time. We're bowling, we're laughing while the other two are like all booed up, all hugging and kissing and making out, not even bowling. They're just like, she's sitting on his lap and they're just like kissing the whole time. And me and my husband Daniel are just playing bowling. We're just bowling and having fun and making each other laugh and just cutting up. And it was like the best time ever. And it was something that like I never had that with any of the guys that I've ever dated. It was just like immediate, like best friends chemistry. And I was being like, we were both being like goofers, like being like weirdos, like just trying to make each other laugh, like one-upping each other and stuff. I just thought it was great. And from there, it was like, I think we hung out every night the rest of the summer. He got me just from being friend zoned, I don't know. I think he had to put a little bit more effort into it instead of just me like just falling head over heels in love with him and just obeying his every command or whatever it is he wanted. He had to actually put some work in and fight for me, because I was still trying to do the right thing and be the good girl and whatever, and that wasn't something that he was used to. So that's how we met, and we've been together ever since. Got me pregnant a year later, and then probably about every year after that for a while. Can I just say that my dad was, I think it was 3 years older than my mom, 3 or 4 years older than my mom. And my husband is 5 years older than me. Can I just say that when our oldest daughter turned 17, I told him, I'm like, this was the age that you met me. Can you imagine letting this 17-year-old date a 25-year-old? And he's just like, hell nah, it's never going to happen. I couldn't fathom. Even I have 2 more daughters, and that's just a hell no. It's not going to happen. Not for my kids. But I didn't have to fight my parents on any of it. I didn't have to be like, I love him, even though he's 5 years older than me. My parents were just like, cool, this is who you like. And it was just normal. And it just like baffles me that my grandfather, he was very strict. My mom was the oldest child. And so her being a girl, he didn't have a problem with her dating somebody older either. And like getting married right away. They started dating when she turned 18, which her birthday is in July. And she was married by January that same year. Well, I guess it was a different year, but it was like 6 months later they were married. So it just baffles me. I question it. I would question it with my daughters. I don't know. It's just weird. The times are different, I guess. I did tell my son, who is 19, he had went with me. For some reason, he went with me to go drop off my youngest, who's 12, and in the 6th grade junior high. It was early in the morning, and I don't remember why he was with me. I think we were going to like an appointment or something. And he's just like looking. He didn't go to that junior high, but he's just, watching all the kids going into the junior high. And I was like, yeah, keep looking, because your bride could be there. There's somebody that's 5 years younger than you, would be in junior high right now. And you might marry one of these girls someday. And he's just like, what? Ew, they're little girls. And I'm like, your dad is 5 years older than me. So when he was like in high school or graduating high school, I was barely, a junior in junior high. And he's like, it literally, you could see like the light bulb going off, like, oh yeah, like, so I guess it isn't that weird or that gross. But yeah, I always make like extreme, like, look at that little girl, you're gonna marry her someday. And it just grosses them out and makes them like laugh. But you never know. You never know. So me and my man have been together for, drum roll, 27 years. 20 long 7 years. Our oldest daughter is 25. We were together since I was 17. I got pregnant at 18, had her at 19. So you do the math, how old I am, how old he is. But yeah, 27 years. And I'm going to tell you, like, old people always say, oh, the years just fly by. But they actually freaking do. Because I feel like I just got out of high school. Like, not that we just met, but I don't know. Like, where did the time go? How do I have a 25-year-old? How am I a grandmother already? It's just crazy. I'm the old Tia, the old Nana, Nana Teresa. I don't know how I got here. I mean, I feel like I was just in the stage of like every month wondering if I'm pregnant or getting pregnant or having my own baby showers. And now I'm giving my son baby showers. It's crazy. I'm going to like my best friend's kids' baby showers and stuff. I got one more quinceañera to go through. I was like thinking that once I get that quinceañera out of the way that we'd be living, you know, easy. And now there's babies and weddings and it's never ending, especially when you have a big family like me. Whose idea was that? Hey, I'm gonna definitely have to pull out my spray to get rid of these grays. I wish my hair would stay like this, but I'm always like running my hands through it and flipping it from side to side.